has an E in it.
Yeah, if you.
Welcome to Rick's World.
Yeah, Rick's World.
You already said it, Ian. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to think of words to take it out. But welcome everyone to our live stream. How's it going? This is Eric or Rick from Eric World. We are doing something interesting tonight. We are reading this script off to my left, or your right, or something like that. And we have the cast members here, which are Rick, Jeff, Asta, and O'Bricks. We will be reading 84 pages of the script. Our narrator is O'Bricks. He's going to be playing the major role in this script. So he's going to help us out a bunch. But you can see the cast on the right side. And hopefully we'll stick to the script as best as we can. It's going to be a little difficult to keep track of it all. But it's going to be interesting. Talking to the chat is going to be a little difficult. If I have a chance, I will respond in the chat. I'm not going to speak over anyone. But we'll start when everyone's ready.
All right.
I'm ready. Is everyone else ready?
Yep. I'm ready.
All right.
Outdoors, an arrow tip shot pans out to Clint and Leela Barton.
Okay, hold on.
Lila
Don't
Barton.
shoot.
So.
Can you sight in your goal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now just worry about how you hit it. Got to put your foot on this spot and point it this way.
Clint adjusts Lila's foot into an orthodox shooting position and tilts Lighta's form.
Okay, good. From this location, can you spot it now?
Yep.
Not joshing?
Mm-hmm.
Clint adjusts strands of hair, blocking that Lila's sight.
How about now?
Both Lila and Clint laugh at our filming tool as our filming tool pans into a long shot showing a multi-chroma group of rings upon a hardwood trunk, and following that, all of Clinton's family had having a picnic.
All right, you got to start by utilizing a trio of digits.
Amazing. Glorious throw, kiddo. You go. Ahoy. Do you guys want mayo or mustard or both?
Filming tool submits some modification of focus towards Lila, who thus looks at Clint.
Who wants mayo on a hot dog?
Probably your voice of.
Clint looks at his missus, Laura.
2 mustard, if you would act so kindly. Thanks, Mama.
Filming tool submits to modifications of group focus, Laura facing Nathan.
Nate, mayo or mustard?
How about catsup?
Catsup. I brought catsup too.
Filming tool submits to modifications of focus back to Clint and Lila.
Mind your joint midway down your arm.
Lila shoots an arrow and it hits a crimson disc midway through a group of multi-chroma rings.
Good job, Hawk Oculus. Go grab your arrow.
You guys, that is too much training. Soup's on.
All right, Lila and I shall shift that way. Both of us would want too much anyway. Both of us could want too much anyway.
Clint looks around, but nobody is around. Dust is blown away by a gust of wind.
Lila, you and I gotta go.
Clint again looks around.
Lila?
Clint starts to motion forward and look around. Clint picks up Lila's bow.
Bug vomit? Hail, baby. Baby?
Whistling loudly.
Baby? Boys? Boys? Laura?
Lightning snaps. Inky black domain with many stars. Music is playing. Cut to Cobalt, Cyborg, and Tony on a starship playing cardstock football.
Roar.
Cobalt Cyborg unknowingly folds hands in a fighting formation and looks at Tony.
You must not do that. I can't warrant it, as you should hold your position. Oh, yeah.
Cobalt Cyborg flicks a cardstock football towards Tony.
Wow, that was in proximity to a goal.
Cobalt Cyborg again flicks a cardstock football towards Tony.
That's a goal. Matching amounts, a singular point for both of us.
Might try again.
Cobalt Cyborg and Tony flicks cardboard stocks football for a bit.
Our mounts again draw in uniform. Into it our strain. It's fun.
Tony poorly flicks a cardstock football towards Cobalt Cyborg.
That was awful. Now you can flick a goal to win.
Cobalt Cyborg flicks a cardstock football towards Tony.
And you win. Congratulations.
Tony prolongs his hand out to Royal Cobalt Cyborg's hand.
Fair match. Good sport.
Cobalt Cyborg royals Tony's hand.
Did you obtain joy from our match?
It was fun.
Cut to Iron Man bursts cranial armor. Tony Stark's hand flows towards to turn it on. Filming tool pans out to inform our film's patrons that Tony is sitting on a floor in a starship, downcast and worn out. Tony taps his cranial armor with a sigh.
This thing on?
Tony is lit as his armor scores him. Tony tilts a wall and sighs sadly. Tony is frail from malnutrition.
Hi, Miss Potts, Paprika. If you find this holovid, don't post it on Instagram. It's going to form lots of briny drops from your visual orbs. I don't know if you'll look at this. I can't implicitly say you got through all of this. If you did, oh God, I pray that's so. Today is day 21, 22.
Cut to Tony standing at his ship's window, staring out at nothing, waiting for his doom to approach.
You know, if it wasn't for this practical horror of staring into a void of ink, I'd say I'm improving today. My lady's run its road, thanks to that Cobalt bully out back.
Cut to a shot of Cobalt Cyborg sitting aft.
You'd look upon that lady with infatuation. Mighty practical, that girl, if only a tiny bit sadistic. A handful of conductivity casings got split during our last fight, but Cobalt Cyborg and I got an ion flow to run backwards, which brought us about 48 hours.
A shot of Tony and Cobalt Cyborg working on conductivity casting of Tony and Cobalt Cyborg starship.
But it's now kaput. Cobalt Cyborg and I must transit at a minimum 1,000 light anims to show up at a 7-Eleven. Air will run out tomorrow morning, and that'll do it. And Pap, I know I said no more additional plot twists, but I gotta say, I was truly hoping to pull off a final shocking act. But it looks as if, you know how it looks. Don't brood about this. But if you want, you could kowtow for a handful of days and carry on with vast amounts of guilt. I should probably lay down. Allow my ocular orbs to lull. I want you to know that as I drift off, I will think about you. I'm always thinking about you.
With that, Tony turns his cranial armor off. Tony slumps down into what is possibly his last kip. Cobalt Cyborg walks by Tony and hauls him to Drax's chair, placing Tony upon it. Cobalt Cyborg walks away sorrowfully. Cut to a shot of Tony's facial configuration, which for now shows furrows and folds, indicating fragility. Shortly, a light is cast upon him, which grows in vividity until Tony must lift his ocular lids. Our filming pans around to focus onto light's origin, which is slowly shown as Captain Fascination, officially known as Carol Danvers, to a bathroom sink and a razor. Now within Vindicators compound, Captain USA stands in a mirror holding his razor, having just cut off his facial hair. Sighing and looking at his carbon copy of his mirror, abruptly starts shaking. Slowly at first, but now vigorously. Cut to a giant yard of Vindicators compound, and standing within it, Captain USA, Natasha Romanoff, Hulk's human form, Brick Spanning, and Jimmy Rhodes' war contraption. Sans armor, walking out, looking into a bright sky, arriving in Tony's ship, drawn cautiously down groundward by Captain Fascination. Tony's ship landing discs marshal outward as it obtained a soft touchdown. Its front hatch unfurls, and Tony and Cobalt Cyborg walk out. Cobalt Cyborg lugs Tony along slowly. Captain USA runs to Tony to assist him in standing up. Tony grips Captain USA's arm.
Couldn't stop him.
Nor could I.
I lost our young arachnid companion.
Tony, our vibrant group lost.
Is
Tony wincing. Ask about Paprika.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Tony and Paprika hug tightly.
It's okay.
Within Vindicator's compound, participants sit in the big living room. Tony is sitting at a dining slab, taking a blood transfusion.
23 days in our past, Thanos hit town.
World administrations lay in ruin. If any did last through it, I put in for a living soul count, and it looks as if Thanos did fully what was only abstract in words. Thanos struck down half of all living things. Do you know how to find him?
No, Tony. Thanos had just drawn up a portal and throd through.
Cut to a shot of sad-looking Thor sitting on a wood slab. Obvious to our patrons, Thor is strongly in thought.
What's wrong with him?
Oh, Thor's frantic by way of his opinion that it was his foul up, which plainly it was, but you know a lot of that's going around, ain't it?
Truly, until this instant, I thought your construction was that of a build-a-mammal.
Mayhaps I am.
Our group put a 21 plus day mission hunting Thanos in a bag. Star Void scans and comsats, and still nothing. Tony, you fought him.
Who told you that?
Aghast.
I didn't fight him. No, Thanos took off my cranium with a world whilst that Yorkish magician cost us our only opportunity. That was our corollary. It wasn't a fight.
Okay.
Thanos is almighty.
Did Thanos grant you any identification of his plans?
No.
Any
Indication.
Oh, whatever. Any locations?
Tony.
You didn't finish the. Okay.
I did.
I saw this coming back in my day. I had a vision. I didn't want to affirm it, though. Thought I was crazy.
Tony, I'm going to call for you to focus.
And I sought you, as in during a past instant. That trumps what you asked for. It's anachronistic, buddy. Sorry. You know what I fancy?
Tony stands, pushing things off his dining slab, while a clang. Our group squirms at its cacophony.
I fancy a facial hair trim, and I am valid about apprising all of you.
Tony jumps for Captain USA. War Contraption quickly stands in front of him, trying to stop him.
Tony.
Living and contradictorily, what was compulsory to this group was a suit of armor around our world. I said that, right? Though it may impact our vital autonomy from subjugation, that's what was compulsory.
But that didn't work out, did it?
I said our group can't win. You said that should occur as a group too. And you know what, Cap? Our group lost, and you didn't show up. But that's just how it all rolls on, right? Our most amazing work is post-situational. You call our squad of folks Vindicators, right? Not prior complicators.
Okay.
Right?
Your point is valid. Just sit down.
Okay.
Okay.
Nah. I shall now bring up my point. You know what?
Tony, you look sick.
Looking to Carol.
That lady is awfully amazing.
Sit down.
Our batch could apply your skills.
Pointing at Captain Fascination.
You bring raw blood. Bunch of fainting old burros. I got nothing for you, Cap.
Tony stands and points at Captain USA.
I got no locations, no indications, no plans, no options. Nothing. Zip, nada, no trust, liar.
Cap looks sorrowful from Tony's words. Tony and Cap look on, scrutinizing. Trailing that, Tony rips his arc activator from his torso, shoving it into Cap's hand.
Snap this up. You find him and you put that on, and you skulk off quickly.
Tony falls down hard. Cap is with him and our group is starting to amass.
Tony.
I'm okay.
Tony falls into a nap, unconscious. Cut to a shot of Tony in a bunk, with Paprika joining him.
Drug. Probably not continuously until tomorrow.
You guys guard him, and I'll bring a Zorian Affliction mix at my upcoming. What do you think you might accomplish? Killing Thanos? Whoa, this bunch usually works in a synchrony, and as you and I talk, it looks as though spirit's diminishing. I know that all the vast ink is in your domain, but this is our fight too.
Just for the record.
Wait, that's wrong, Captain. Never mind.
Eric, you want to read it again?
Wait, what?
He read one of your lines.
I know that all that, I know that all that vast ink is your domain, but this is our fight too.
Can you possibly find him?
I know folks who might.
Standing, but trailing Carol.
Don't Don't worry, I can show you Thanos' location. Thanos had got along through many months during which his cultivation of my final form was occurring, and as that was going on, Thanos thought about his grand plan. Though I was in parts, I had graffiti him add. Oh my gosh, why? I'd ask to what location should our family go should this plan turn out as thought. His account was always similar to my orchard.
That's darling. Thanos has a withdrawal plan.
So, what is his location now?
Insofar as Thanos bursted digits, our world is now a ganglion station for a utility rush of ridiculously cosmic proportions.
A hologram of a world pops up, with a blowback visibly moving across it.
Nobody had visually caught anything congruous until 2 days ago on this world.
That is Thanos' location.
His crystals got put to work again.
Whoa. This group can't fight him at our standard output. You guys know that. Look, Thanos still has his crystals, so...
So, this group should go to him. Put his crystals to work, bringing back anybody that was burst.
It's that basic?
Yep, that basic.
Captain USA and Captain Fascination join in a knowing look.
If a small window could occur that our band can undo this, I think it's up to all of us who got burst to try.
How can it occur, though? How is our group to know that it's going to finish any dissimilarly than it did prior to now?
On account that to prior to now, I was not part of your group.
Yo, mint condition girl, this band is all about that glorious warrior vocation. And if you don't mind me asking, why didn't you show up until now anyway?
A lot of variant rocks float around our cosmos, and to say it frankly, not a singular world had anything similar to your guys.
Thor, who is consuming a snack during this discussion, stands up and walks towards Carol. Thor holds his hand up, summoning a flying storm violator, missing Carol by a small margin. Carol holds fast and staring at Thor. Smirks.
I favor this lady.
Smirks.
Chop chop, now's our occasion to snuff out this son of a bitch.
Slogan display. Vindicators. Finalization. Cut to a shot of our squad without Tony aboard Trash Panda Starship.
Okay, who's an Inky Void virgin?
Nat, Captain USA, and War Contraption lift a hand.
Why? Do not drop on my ship.
Approaching jump in 3, 2, 1.
Trash Panda's ship jumps forward into an abyss, as Cap holds onto his chair tightly. As our ship slows down, and its ship floats in orbit of a world our patrons saw in a prior hologram, Captain Fascination drifts out in front of our ship.
I'll scout out downstairs.
A quick shot of our group within our starship, psyching up an obvious confrontation.
This is going to work, Cap.
I know it will.
Cap is holding a sortar with a photograph of Molly Carter, his infatuation.
As I don't know what I'm going to do if it fails.
Captain Fascination shows up approaching Trash Panda's starship.
No comm stats, no ships, no army, no ground fortifications of any kind. It's just him.
And that's all that's mandatory.
Cut to a shot of Thanos, burnt infinity mint on Thanos' arm. Thanos is walking among his crops, picking fruit and putting it into a carton. Thanos walks toward a small cabin, which acts as his living accommodations, and sits down, bringing into focus his full mug. His non-right facial half is burnt black and scarring up, looking ridiculously pitiful comparing it to his last surface. Thanos just sits. Sharply, Captain Fascination bursts through the roof, knocking Thanos down and grabbing his throat. Bricks and Tony's Hulkbuster armor burst from the floor and grabs Thanos' Infinity Mitt arm. Thor joins in and hacks off Thanos' Infinity Mitt and hand. War Contraption joins along with Trash Panda and both aim guns at Thanos' cranium. Captain USA walks in with Frosty Commando outfit with Natasha abaft, staring at Thanos. Trash Panda picks up the ruddy Infinity Mitt and kicks it roundabout as our group gasps with the slot look vacant.
Oh no.
What did you do with your crystals?
Start flapping your mouth. Our totality was asking for a modification. From that day on, my crystals had no function, barring coaxing you.
You cut down trillions.
Hulk knocks Thanos down simply with his Hulk-busting armor.
You should say thank you.
Thanos is hit by Hulk.
What did you do with your crystals? I saw my crystals into annihilation, burnt to atoms.
You had brought about your crystal's activation 2 days ago.
I was utilizing my crystals to ruin my crystals. I almost lost my own viability too, but my work is final. Now and always, I am unfailing.
Thanos is a lying cat.
My old man is built from many factories, but a liar is not part of that calculus.
Thank you, my young girl. Mayhaps I was judging you too harshly.
Thor's hairy mug fills with fury and lifts his arm to summon the Storm Violator, and promptly Thor cuts Thanos' cranium off. Thanos' limp body falls to the ground hard.
What did you do?
Thor looks hollow, knowing what has sprung forward.
I was aiming for his skull.
Thor slowly walks out of Thanos' shack. His compatriots sad now, as our display cuts to black. 60 months pass. Cut short shots of Manhattan, which look forlorn. Boats list around a dock, all vacant. A local sporting stadium shows up, also vacant. Cut to a lunchroom with a sign on its wall posting, "How can things turn around with our Vindicators withdrawn?" A psychology group chat is occurring with Captain USA and 6 humans, plus an additional join him.
So I was on a tryst in my past. It's probably my first in 60 months. Though, I'm sitting in front of our provision and I didn't know what to talk about. What did you talk about? Usual old crap, how things transform and my job, his job, how much us two miss our local squad on a diamond form park playing ball. Things go still. My companion got to carrying as our Waitron brought our salads.
What about you?
I didn't start crying until just prior to him and I having a pastry, but I'm going out with him again tomorrow. So that's Titanic. You took on a different task. You took a jump. You didn't know how you things would occur following that, and that's it. That is our valiant way forward. Tiny baby strides that must occur is to try and knit us back solid again, to try and find a mission again. I was in a glass mass in 45, but post finding optimal girl, I got up 70 rotations following that. You got to go on. You can't stop. This world is in our hands. It's up to you, us guys. I know that us living folks must work at improving if not, why did Thanos only cut down half of us?
Display, San Francisco. Filming tool pans to San Francisco's famous auto spam into an individual vault facility with a sign saying, "You store it." Individual vaults. Its inward domain spilling out with junk until our filming tool spots Lewis's van from a film known as Ant-Man and Wasp. A chain link wall with a Lang play card sits upon it. A rat crawls across Lewis's van's dash and randomly starts its controls for a quantum shaft. Lewis's van back door bursts out, flinging Lang groundward. grunts loudly and starts shoving away a cushion from his body, losing his autonomous cranial armor. But still grunting in pain, Lang bats away sparks from the composition while failing, jumping out of his suit. Lang, lurching, has to stand up.
What's up?
He has to.
Scott.
Oh, that's me. What in tarnation?
Lang finally stands up, as again his suit has a compositional failing out of his hand armor, and now looks around confusingly.
Eighth?
Within a guard workroom, an individual guard looks at a book and starts glancing upon his monitor, and is curious as what is going on within the facility. His filming tools shows Lang in his casual clothing, shouting, with a sign, sporting support upon it. Outdoors, Lang pulls out a pushcart and looks back towards the location guard, giving a sour look from afar. Lang walks around until approaching his local turf, finding a post full of missing signs, vacant lodgings, a torn-up car, and ruin to infinity. Lang spots a kid, a foot chariot passing. Shouts.
Kid! Yo, kid!
The kid stops and looks back harshly at Lang.
What took form at this location?
The kid looks back at him and is almost about to cry, but turns away from him and jogs on. Lang looks foggy, whilst arriving at a bunch of monoliths known as Our Missing, all showing autographs of victims of Thanos' snap. As Lang drops his foot chariot in shock.
No. Oh God, no.
Lang looks at a monolith.
No, 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 no. No.
Lang sticks up. Lang sticks with his scan up against a young parent.
Oh no, sorry. No. Cassie, no.
Our filming tool is panning and switching as Lang looks on monoliths for his girl child's autograph.
Gratification. No, Cassie.
Lang looks at a monolith in shock, showing his autograph upon it.
What?
Scott is now shown running across the city, only to push a signal at his digs. Whilst banging on a door, Lang is pushing his door, but finds it solid. Lang looks upon a lady's form standing in a hallway within. It is closing in, showing a woman in an orchid cardigan pushing towards the door. Cassie cracks a wood portal outdoors. Cassie, now a grown-up, 60 months has wound down.
Cassie?
Dad?
Both hug.
You got so big.
Both hug again. Cut to dusk outdoors, showing an iron rampart with a sign saying, "Minimal contact, do not butt in." Cut to shot with Vindicators facility, with Romanoff cutting a sandwich as an additional healer is talking. Pan up to Romanoff, now having crimson long hair, impinging on platinum strands.
Yep, I got on that highly dubious warship Danvers found.
Cuts to showing distant Vindicators in holographic calls, Cobalt Cyborg and Trash Panda. OKO, Captain Fascination with a tomboyish haircut and war contraption.
It was a trash scowl.
So thanks for hot tip.
Turns to Captain Fascination and flicks back a smirk.
Ugh, you had a partial proximity.
Yep, and now my group stinks for it.
Turns to OKO.
Did you obtain an appraisal on our vibrations? It was a mild subduction downward from an African disc. Did you obtain a visual? How's Wakanda handling it? Not. It's a vibration within an abyss. My country is handling it by not handling it.
Turns to Captain Fascination.
Carol, you coming back in a month? Doubtful.
What, you gonna try again with an unsimilar haircut?
Mad.
Follow along now, facial fur. I'm working a lot of domains. Stuff occurring on your world is occurring all around on thousands of worlds.
Murmurs softly.
Alright. That's a good point.
So I may not fly back for a bit. Alright, just know this communication band is always on. So if anything is amiss, an individual is causing crisis and I shouldn't call it in.
OKO firms.
Okay.
All right.
All Vindicators cut off calls. To war contraption.
Good luck.
Cuts off call. War contraption stays around. Nat sighs and sits down. And looks up at the war contraption still in hologram.
You in our country?
No, I'm far south of that. This country has warriors who found a room full of stiffs. Probably a bunch of drug guys. An assassin cut through crazy quick. No shots from guns or anything.
It's probably a rival gang.
No way, it isn't.
Nat has a stunning thought.
It's without a doubt Barton. I know from following him for many months, Nat. That is to say, only Carrion is still around.
Nat starts to show signs of crying.
I gotta say, a part of my soul wants to allow him to stay out of sight.
In an abrupt hushing, Nat fights back, salty drips, and starts noshing on a sandwich.
Will you find out what's going on following this?
Nat.
I'm asking again.
Okay.
War contraption cuts off his call. Nat starts to cry.
You know I'd cook for you, but you look sad as it is.
You just around to do our laundry?
And to catch up with a compatriot.
As you can plainly grasp, I'm okay.
You know I saw a pod of orcas as I was crossing our most from monks tribute span. What?
Not within our Hudson?
Not as many ships. Spick and span liquid now.
You know, if you try to say that, should bypass what Thanos did. I'm about to hit you with my sandwich.
Nat starts jokingly smiling as Captain USA is smiling too.
Sorry, it's just a habit.
Cap sits down on a chair.
You know, I say to all I know that now is just a point to go forward from and grow a handful. Oh my gosh, handful do, but not us.
If I don't conduct all of this, who will?
Mayhaps it isn't mandatory.
Lost in thoughts.
I had nothing, and following nothing, I got this job, this family, and I was improving on account of it. And though a lot got cut down, I'm still trying to gain ground.
I think both of us should try just living.
Smiling.
You first.
A contraption corpse. Cut to a monitor in front of Nat and Cap, showing Scott Lang with his quantum domain van abaft.
Oh, hi. Is anybody around? This is Scott Lang. Tony was introducing us many months ago at an airport in Munich. I got big and I had my mask on. You wouldn't know who I am as an individual.
Standing up.
Is this an old communication?
Ant-Man. I know you know that.
Also standing up.
It's our front portal. I must talk to you guys.
Cut to Scott with Vindicators compound. Pacing quickly in front of Cap and Natasha.
Scott, holy cow, man. You okay?
Yep, I'm okay.
Scott is trying to bring up an inquiry and finally blurts it out.
In your past, did you guys try to study quantum physics? Only to craft a good chat? Alright, so 60 months ago, prior to Thanos, I was in this crazy quantum domain. It's its own microscopic infinity. To go within it, you must shrink awfully small. Faith, was my
Struggling with his words.
As my compatriot, that girl had a task of salvaging my corporality. And, Thanos' thing was occurring and I got stuck. I'm sorry. That must have been a long 60 months. Yeah, but that's just it. It wasn't. It was akin to 4 hours or so, but that's a bit low. Not much.
Cap and Nat look around.
Maxims within this quantum domain do not act that way up top. It's all capricious. Is that anybody's sandwich? I'm starving.
Lang walks up to pick up Nat's sandwich and starts munching.
Scott, what is it that you insist on talking about?
What I'm saying is, durations work incongruously within our quantum domain. Our conundrum right now is that I cannot coxswain it. But what if our group could? I can't stop thinking about it. What if all of us could control its chaos? What if I found was a way to go into that quantum domain at a distinct point in our continuation band and jump out at a contrasting point? Say, possibly a spot prior to Thanos.
Wait, Scott, is that implying a duration contraption?
No way. No, not a duration contraption. It's similar to Okay, man, a duration contraption. I know it's crazy. It's crazy, but I can't stop thinking about it. I must find a way. I gotta find a way. It's crazy. Scott, I looked through digital mail from a raccoon, so nothing sounds crazy now. So, who would our group talk to about this?
Cut to a cabin in the woodland, which sits adjoining a big pond. Tony Stark sits outdoors by a tiny fort, clapping his hand in a famous rhythm.
Chow hour.
Tony looks into a small fort through his mark unknown to our patrons at this point.
Morgan H. Stark. Want lunch?
Clarify, lunch or I'll disband your atoms.
Morgan puts on a tin and cyan cranial armor similar to Iron Man's. A girl with long hair walks out in front of Tony. This is Morgan Stark. Tony and Paprika's child, a girl child. Morgan looks around 40 months old.
You shouldn't put that on, okay? That is part of a nuptial holiday gift I'm making for Mom.
Tony grabs off Morgan's armor. Morgan slips outdoors, smiling wryly.
Okay.
Good job. You thinking about lunch? Want a handful of noisy bugs?
No.
That's what you want. How'd you find this?
It was in your car hanger.
Oh, it was? Did you try looking for it?
No, I found it though.
You dig going into our car hanger, huh? Daddy digs it too. It's okay, actually. Your mom won't don anything I buy anyway.
Tony, carrying Morgan, starts walking towards his cabin.
So I'm gonna...
Tony starts watching a black Audi pull in, coming to stop proximally into his cabin. Cap, Nat, Scott withdraw from Cap's car. Tony sighs. It looks as though Tony is not looking forward to his upcoming discussion. Tony nods at Tat. Cut to a spot. Posts Scott's plan summary to Tony.
Now, our squad knows how it sounds.
Tony pours drinks.
Tony, with all that you know now, is anything truly in vain?
Quantum fluctuation obstructs our Planck rankings, and following that, it will elicit Mr. David D's many worlds proposition. Sound right?
Scott, Cap, and Nat all look lost. This is difficult to follow for all. Tony giving a drink to him.
Thank you.
In layman's words, that says that you won't count coming back. I did. No, you randomly got back. It's 1 billion to 2 cosmic windfall. And now you want to pull off a, what do you call it?
Trying to downplay his happy outlook.
A duration appropriation? Oh, right, a duration appropriation. Duh, why didn't any of us think of this in our past? Oh, is it that it's farcical? Is it that it's a fantasy? Thanos' crystals subsist in our past. This group can go back and snag all 6. An individual can snap his own digits. That will bring back all of our lost souls. Or muff it up additionally, right?
I don't think this group would.
Gotta say, I habitually miss that giddy optimism. But that said, anticipation won't exist if no logical physical way occurs to pull off all said duration appropriation. I think that its odds-on impact would nix us all. Not if our mission participants strictly follow a duration modification maxims. No talking to our past constitutions. No gambling on sporting affairs. I'm going to stop you now, Scott. You want to say that your plan to bail out our cosmos is drawn from Marty's last day was tomorrow?
Awkwardly.
No. Good. I was wigging out a bit on that. That's just pony crap. That's not how quantum physics works. Tony, our squad must stand against this. All of us did stand against it. And alas, it just wasn't significant. I know you got a lot to part with. You still got a missus, you still got a small girl. But I lost an important bunch of folks too. A lot of us did. And now an opportunity to bring my compatriot back has sprung up. To bring half of humanity back. And you want to sit around and say that you won't do it? That's right, Scott. I won't do it. I can't.
Morgan runs to Tony as Tony quickly hoists Morgan up.
Mommy said I should aid you.
Good job. Aid is just what I was looking for.
Turning toward Cap, Nat, and Scott.
I wish you'd swung by to ask a contrasting duration. Anything but this. I truly miss you guys. It was... Oh, and our dining slab is avidly awaiting 6 patrons.
Tony, I know what you said, and I'm happy for you. I truly am, but this is distant playthrough.
I'm in my additional playthrough now, Cap. I can't roll 2 6-digit blocks on it again. If you don't talk shop, you can stay for lunch.
Cut to Cap, Nat, and Scott walking back to Cap's car by Tony's cabin.
Tony is afraid.
Yep, but not wrong.
Okay, but am I trying to say what our group should do now? All of us know that Tony is compulsory to this plan right now. What, should all of us just stop?
No, I want to do it right. Our squad has to commission a crazy big brain.
Dubiously, pointing towards Tony's accommodations.
His is too small for you?
Cut to Bistro with Hulk, but not at our patrons last saw him. Now Bricks looks in control of his ditch autonomy. Hulk has landmark primary from now. Instructor Hulk.
Hurry up, guys, or look as if I'm consuming all this food solo.
Pushing dish forward.
Try a bit of that, and don't miss out on a poultry oven.
I'm so lost.
Profoundly.
This is a confusing point in history for all of us.
Right. No, that's not what I was just trying to say.
Dropping his act.
No, I know. I'm kidding. It's crazy. I'm putting on shirts now.
Yep. What? How? Why?
60 months ago, our troop took a hard butt smack, but it was lousy in my condition. I lost almost 4 fights. First Hulk lost. Following that, human Hulk lost. Finally, all of us lost.
Nobody was blaming you, though.
I was. For months and months, I would act as though Hulk was a malady, a virus to kill off. But I soon put in motion looking at him as a mitigating factor. Tripling up a 6-month stint in the Gamma Lab, I put my brains and my brawn into a solitary kit, and now look, tops in both.
2 boys and a girl show up abaft Instructor Hulk and walks up towards him slowly.
Pardon us, Mr. Hulk?
Uh-huh.
Will you snap a photo with us?
100% tiny human. Hurry along and climb up.
Holding out a digital apparatus to Scott.
You mind?
Oh, not at all.
Thanks.
Towards his young grouping.
Say, Viridian.
All in this forthcoming photo, save Viridian as Snot scaps it.
Did you say it?
Scott scoots forward to hand back Holt's fan's digital apparatus.
Don't you want to grab a photo with my addition to it? I'm Ant-Man.
Keep going.
Jeff.
It's still
Oh, wait, why is it like that? No, I should pass that up. You should say primarily Hulk fans. You don't know Ant-Man. Nobody knows him.
Wait, no. Ant-Man is sad. You want to snap a pic with him, right?
A boy starts wigging his nodding vigorously.
Look, that kid is indicating that it's not anything important. I know. I don't want it anyway.
But, this kid, but you...
I don't want to take a photo with that group of kids anyway.
To his fans.
Ant-Man is going to cry.
To Scott.
Sorry, look, my fan said it could occur.
I don't want it now.
No, you'll cry.
Just grab goddamn digital apparatus. Thank you, Mr. Hulk.
No, it's okay, kids. Thank you so much. Hulk out.
Bricks.
Awkwardly.
Dab.
Bricks.
Mind your mom. Moms always know a lot of stuff.
About what I was trying to say.
Right, a duration manipulation go around? Guys, it's out of my vocational domain.
But you got to accomplish this. I know of an occasion that you said that this wasn't a possibility, too.
Cuts to Tony Stark in a cooking room washing pots and pans. As Tony is rinsing a dish, a photo is hit by a splash. It's a photo of both Stark and Arachnid Man, with Arachnid Man holding his Stark positional authorization. Tony finally knows that fighting is a good way forward. Cut to Tony talking to his workstation, which starts illustrating a holographic snapshot of his work.
Looking at a mild inspection, I will study anything that looks promising. So I'll try a final sim, and following that, pack it in for tonight. This pass, paint us a Mobius strip, but in contrast, do it a bottom up.
Working.
Start calculating all individual roofs of that, cork factoring and phantom corrosion. That will allow for a quick halt.
Just a bit.
And don't worry if it won't pan out. I'm just kind of...
Visualization is now functional.
In total shock, this visualization is working. Tony falls back, blown away by this finding.
Shit!
Shit.
Morgan, who's hiding at back from him, starts chuckling. Soft talking.
What has you up, tiny girl?
Shit.
No, you don't say that. Only Mommy says that word. Mommy has it first. It's Mommy's word.
What you doing up?
I got a lot of important shit going on. What do you think? No, I got a bunch of things on my brain.
Was it syrup pops?
You know what? It was Syrup Pops. That's blackmail. Solid minds think similarly. Syrup Pops. Smack dab was on.
Looks back to his visualization. And following turns back to Morgan.
My mind.
Cut to Morgan's room.
You finish it? Yep, now you did.
Tony starts wiping Morgan's lips and pushing Morgan's noggin onto a pillow.
That facial portion of you stays on this.
Say aloud a story.
A story. On a dark and gloomy night, a girl starts dozing. Finn.
Giggling.
That's an appalling story.
Not now, it's not. That's now your primary story. I fancy you tons.
Tony gives Morgan a noggin kiss.
I can't see you 3000.
Soft talking.
Wow.
Turns to Morgan's lamp.
3,000. That's crazy.
Shuts Morgan's door.
Go on with your dozing, or I'll pawn all your toys. Night, night.
Cut to Tony's living room. Freak is looking for a book sitting on a couch. Tony walks back and forth in front of a wood-burning cavity.
Not that it's a conflict, but Morgan said, I fancy you 3,000. I think Morgan said your stock was many divisions of that.
Paprika scoffs. Tony is staring at him visualizationally. Obviously.
What is that?
Oh, it's just a book on compensating.
Composting.
Compensating?
Calm down.
Oh my gosh,
Still
I can't read now.
oblivious.
Composting yet.
Still oblivious.
What's up with composting?
A lot, actually.
I got it, you know.
You just so you and I start discussing similar thoughts.
Duration modification.
Amazingly.
What? Wow, that's amazing and scary.
That's right.
Size.
You and I got lucky.
Yep, I know.
A lot of folks didn't.
No, I can't assist all of humanity.
It sort of sounds as though you can.
Not if I stop. I can put a pin on it right now and stop.
Tony, trying to constrain you is indisputable by my most principle failing.
Tony smirks.
I want to just put it in a solid box and drop it into that pond and go start dozing off.
But could you stay dormant?
Cut to a lab at Vindicators compound. Instructor Holt is fiddling with buttons on a board. Scott, in his Ant-Man armor, is in front of a van. Back door ajar to his quantum shaft. Nat and Cap sit by Instructor Hulk.
Okay, first duration modification trial. Scott, turn on your van.
Scott turns on his machination.
Circuits on crazy motors to standby.
Good. If this blows a grid, I don't want to drop Tiny off during our 1950s.
Scott, Nat, and Cap shoot Instructor. Hulk is a worry-wrought look.
What? Hulk's kidding.
And a soft murmur to Instructor Hulk.
You can't say that kind of stuff.
It was a bad Josh.
You did kid him, right?
Soft words to Nat.
I don't know. I'm talking about duration modification. It's all that Josh or a bit of it is.
Loudly and giving Scott a thumbs up.
Looks good. Put your cranial armor on, Scott. I'm going to push you back about 6 days. You can walk around for an hour, and I'll bring you back in 10 ticks. Got it?
Totally not confusing.
Good luck, Scott. You got this.
Thanks. I do got this, Captain USA.
Instructor Hulk starts pushing buttons, and our patrons watch Scott vanish into his quantum shaft.
On a count of 3, 3, 2, 1.
Instructor Hulk starts pushing the button again. An Ant-Man suit shows up with a young man within.
Guys, I don't think this is right.
What is this?
What's going on?
Who is that?
Instructor Hulk panics and starts pushing buttons, trying to fix it.
Hold on.
Panicking.
Is that Scott? Yeah, it's Scott.
Young Scott is brought back into his quantum shaft, and it shows up again, now as an old Ant-Man in his Ant-Man suit.
Ow, my back.
What is this?
You guys allow yours truly additional room to work?
Okay. Can you bring him back?
I'm working on it.
Tapping his button pad, trying to pull back Scott. Again, a distinct human shows up. This go around, it's a baby in an Ant-Man suit.
It's a baby.
It's Scott.
As a baby.
His growth is implicit.
Bring Scott back.
Motioning to Nat.
I'll say, kill all our mains, and you kill all our mains.
Oh my god.
Rapidly walks to a board of names.
And kill it.
Nat pulls down a switch, and it all shuts down. Scott, normal Scott, pops back out again.
I think an individual put piss in my pants. Oh, thank God. But I don't know if it was baby Scott or old Scott or just Scott.
Holds up his hands in dramatic way.
Erase notification.
Cap says nothing, shaking his noggin. Cap walks away.
What? I submit that this is a total win.
Cut to Cap sitting outdoors along Vindicator compounds, staring at nothing, lost in thought. Cap is drowsy, trusting his only possibility of victory. Now is not an opportunity. Cap looks at a roar starts far away. Cap looks up, and our patrons look at an Audi R8 driving towards Vindicators compound. It pulls by Cap. I'm going a bit too far. Backs up to Cap. Tony Stark rolls down his window and looks up at Cap.
What's with your long facial broadcast? My suspicion is that Scott was brought back as a baby.
Among dissimilar things, yep. What brought you back to our compound?
Tony hops out of his car and walks around back, ignoring Cap.
That's a quantum paradox. You don't push Lang through a duration. You probably wound up pushing duration through Lang. It's tricky, risky. Smart man should have told you not to do it.
You did.
Oh, did I?
Acting as if that did not occur.
Thank God I'm around. Anyhow, I did it.
Tony holds up the right hand with an apparatus on it.
A fully functioning duration void GPS. I just want consolation.
Tony fashions a conciliation sign with digits.
Turns out indignation is ruinous and I can't stand it.
I can't stand it too.
I think that our outfit has a shot at joining up Thanos' crystals, but I gotta shoot you my paramount goals. Bring back what was lost, I pray that occurs. Hang on to what I got, I must at all costs. And possibly not broke trying is without a doubt a bonus.
That is a bargain.
Cap sticks out his hand to start undulating it with Tony's, who joins him. Tony walks back to his trunk to pull out a casing. Tony unzipped it, and within is Captain USA's bulwark. Tony hands the Cap, who is vacillating.
Tony?
Why? Dad was constructing it for you.
Tony giving indication to Howard Stark.
Plus, truly, I gotta shift its location out of my car hanger or Morgan starts tobogganing in it.
Cap fits his arm into the bulwark.
Thank you, Tony.
Shh, not so loud. I didn't bring a bulwark for all of us.
Tony starts vacillating now.
You plan to conscript our full squad again, right?
I'm working on that right now.
Cut to a taco and panning out to Scott. Scott is sitting and starting to munch his taco. Quickly, his taco fillings blow out from a strong propulsion blast as Trashpan and Starship lands at Vindicator's compound. Cobalt, Cyborg, and Trashpan walk out of the ship.
Yo, buddy, is Big Viridian around?
Pantry, I think.
Out loud but softly upon gazing at Cobalt Cyborg.
That's amazing.
Into a transmission apparatus.
Rhodey, caution. On your approach, I found an idiot in our landing spot.
Cobalt Cyborg walks away, a tick or two following that, just as Scott comports in position. War contraption lands right in front of him loudly and without warning. Scott is thrown back. Scott drops his taco.
Oh, God.
What's up, normal mass man?
As War contraption walks away, Instructor Hulk walks out of Vindicators compound, noticing that Scott lost his lunch. Instructor Holt hands 2 tacos from his own lunch to Scott. Scott grabs it, giving Instructor Hulk a puzzling look at this kind act. Cut to Instructor Hulk and Trash Panda flying in his ship. Cut again to Instructor Hulk sitting within a back chassis of a utility car with Trash Panda on it. Our 2 compatriots jaunt down a shady road, which runs across a lush, grassy quadrant of Norway. Instructor Hulk and Trash Panda pass a sign saying, "Salutations, this is young Asgard. Won't you kindly motor slowly?" Our pair stop at a small town in a port. Instructing Hulk and Trash Panda hop out and look around at what Asgardians still carry on, living as normal humans at a port.
Kind of run down from his auspicious mansions and magic tools and whatnot. Ouch. Try to touch of compassion, pal. First, his population lost Asgard. Following that, lost again thanks to Thanos. This group is probably just happy to maintain his plot of land.
Instructor Hulk spots Valkyrie looking upon him, and in turn walks that way.
You shouldn't visit us, you know.
Hey, Valkyrie. Good to focus upon you, angry girl.
Noticing Instructor Hulk's transformation.
I think I fancy you fully as Hulk or Bricks, and not both.
Motioning at Trash Panda.
This is Trash Panda. How you doing?
Looking at Trash Panda.
Thor won't grant you a visit.
That bad, huh?
Thor
Looking
is
at
down. Thor is down only spiraling during a month 4.
Looking at a big stack of casks of Scout.
Provisions.
It's that bad.
Yep.
Cut the Trash Panda to crackling a door, and him and Instructor Hulk walking through it. Glancing at an odor.
What in? Ooh, who brought in this pad? Who bought it in this pad? Hi, all. Thor?
From a room apart from Instructor Hulk's. You coming in
What? You coming in to fix my subscription TV?
Thor walks in, and jaws drop. Thor, who has no shirt on, is now rodent and long facial hair.
My stars ran out about half a month ago, and all my sports shows got all kind of fuzzy.
Thor grabs his can of Scout.
Thor?
Thor starts noting Instructor Hulk and Trash Panda.
Boys, oh my god, it's so good to look upon you.
To Trash Panda. Trying to hug him.
Join us, you tiny rascal. No, I'm good. That's not compulsory. Oh, look, you know my pals, Sakaar, King, and Korg, right?
Sakaar King and Korg sit upon a couch, PlayStation manipulators in hand, playing a popular MOBA and munching on chips.
Yo, boys.
Hey guys, long duration without a visualization.
Stout's in that pail. You can log into our Wi-Fi. No password, obviously.
Korg starts playing again.
Thor, that kid is back. That kid is still saying that I'm a dick brain.
Noob Guru?
Yup, Noob Guru 69.
Thor walks to Korg, grabs his auditory controls, and starts dictating into his mic.
Noob Guru? It's Thor again. You know, God of Lightning. Hark my words, buddy. If you don't log off right now, I'm gonna fly to your condominium, walk down to that subfloor you lurk in, rip off your arm off and jam it up your butt. Oh, that's right. Haha. No, go cry to your dad, you tiny brat.
Thor brings Korg auditory controls back.
Thank you, Thor.
Shout if that kid disturbs you again, okay?
Thank you a bunch. I will.
So, you guys want a drink? What do you want? My pals and I got a stout, jealousy, and alcohol, all sorts of things.
Thor summons Storm Violator to crack open a flagon of Scout and starts drinking. Instructor Hulk walks to him and puts a hand on Thor.
Buddy, you all right? Yep, I'm good. Why? Don't I look all right?
So
You look
listen to
similar-
this.
You look similar to a thawing parfait.
Laughs.
So, what's up? All of us insist on your support. Tony and Cap think that all of us could bring back what was lost. What, my subscription TV?
Burps.
That's always driving us bananas for months now. No, I'm saying undo Thanos.
Thor's smirk slowly starts vanishing. Thor puts a shaky hand on Instructor Hulk and points at him.
Don't you say that word.
Korg stands up, taking his auditory controls, and is skittish.
Guys, no one actually says that word now.
Softly,
Kindly withdraw your hand.
Instructor Hulk starts nudging away Thor's hand.
Now, I know that guy might horrify you. Why would that guy horrify anybody? I put that guy down, didn't I? Anybody apart from yours truly kill that guy? No, didn't think so. Korg, why don't you posit who cut Thanos' big noggin off?
Thor walks off.
Storm Violator?
Now, who is swinging Storm Violator? I know, man. You got stuck in a rough spot, okay? I was in a similar spot, too. You want to know how I got off it? I don't know. Is it Natasha? It was you. You did.
Walks to a window and points, still holding his stout.
Why don't you ask all of my Asgardian siblings how much my assist was worth?
Thor drops onto his sofa.
Anybody that's still around, anyway. I think that our platoon can bring back that which was lost. Stop. Just stop.
Rips a bag of M&Ms.
I know you think I'm just wallowing in my own pity pool, waiting for anybody to show up and assist, but I'm okay. Got it? All of us just chilling, maintaining our bliss, right?
Cut to Korg and Sakaar King, snacking on pizza and playing again.
Nah, hope is full blood.
Cuts back to Thor.
So, notwithstanding what it is that you guys proposition, nobody's into it. No affinity for it. Couldn't fancy it at all. Ciao.
From aboard.
Our squad is pining for you, pal.
Thor starts shaking, his cranium ignoring Instructor Hulk, crossing his arms.
I put a bunch of stout on my ship.
Thinks but won't look up.
What kind?
Slogan display. Tokyo. The Quinn craft is flown into a famous capital, and our film cuts to a nightclub in Tokyo. Its partying still intact. Loads of Yakuza carrion is flying from a hood-clad human throws a ninja star at a living Yakuza who is still firing at him, both shouting in Neo Nongo as two additional assailants jump out from height and withdraw and draw out Uzis and firing.
It's
Thug
him.
one.
It's him. That guy wants to kill Akuya.
Akihiko.
Thank you. I was reading the Japanese. I'm sorry, the translation wasn't the best.
Both thugs shoot SMGs as both Soka Ninja Star hits. A Yakuza holding a katana starts shouting towards the flight of stairs, but is rotten slain by Ronan. Ronan fights a distinct sword-carrying thug, which is thrown through glass, killing him. Our filming apparatus pans through two buildings as fighting drags on. A man in a dark raincoat jumps through a glass window, with Ronan following suit, as both land in a dark corridor.
What is your calling for doing this? My Yakuza has not hurt you. Hawkeye.
It's actually narrator.
And Hawkeye.
You got narrator first. Hello, narrator.
Oh, sorry. Ronan draws out his katana and starts wiping it backwards.
You got through it. Half of our world didn't. That half got Thanos. You won, Ronan.
Both combatants fight as Ronan wins, slashing I'm just going to skip that word. Stomach, but causing only minor pain to him. Also in Niho no Oko.
You won't hurt anybody again.
Just not going to read that. Akiko motions to his unmoving guards.
Yakuza, don't inflict pain on anybody. It's you that's crazy.
Word quickly starts lunging, but Ronan blocks. Both clung swords for a bit, giving an indication that has Ronan worn out, but Ronan thumps on his cranium, and sword points from his throat. Is hastily horror-struck. Drops down his sword in encapulation, but again starts lunging at Ronan. Both swords clash as Ronan is cut through his stomach, losing stamina but gaining might from his fury. In a Gatsu sword fighting display,
Skokumba.
both draw katanas, and a sword fight starts. Ronan is a good combatant, but is also not bad both clanking swords again, and for a tick, it looks as if is improving his position. Finally, swinging at Ronan's throat. Ronan ducks through, though, sliding downward, dodging Akiko's katana. Ronan cuts Akiko across the stomach, swings again, but missing. Has his throat cut. Now fatally hit, drops his katana.
Wait, assist yours truly. I'll hand you anything you wish. What do you want?
Raising his katana in U.S. lingo.
I know. What I want, you can't supply.
Ronan thrusts his katana downward into the blank stomach. Body slumps. Ronan grabs the sword and rubs it against his armor, ridding of blood. Shortly, Ronan lulls a bit, knowing a human around him. Grabbing his mask, Ronan pulls it off his noggin, showing that Ronan is Clint Barton. Clint turns around and looks at Nat, who is standing abaft, holding a parasol and casual clothing.
You shouldn't do this kind of stuff.
Nor should you.
But I must do this job now.
Is that what you say this is? Killing lots of bad humans isn't going to bring your family back.
Clint starts to look sorrowful, almost crying.
Tony found us a way to fix this. A shot, possibly.
Now fully crying.
Don't
What?
Don't allow for an opportunity.
I'm sorry I couldn't rush it to you until now.
Cut to Vindicators' compound. Within, Thor sits in a gym suit, drinking a stout and walking through a trial room. Tony is also around, walking by Thor. To Thor.
Drifting away. Stay on that margin, fat bowling guru.
To Trash Panda, who's working on fixing a ship.
Bobbin, how's it going?
Trash Panda. Calm down with that. Gaia Smart isn't Infinity Smart, you know.
Cut to a room containing Scott, Instructor Hulk, Cap, and War contraption, talking. Scott is in a chalk and crimson suit, similar to Ant-Man's suit.
Duration modification suit? Not bad.
Sharply to Instructor Hulk as Hulk's hand touch a crimson glass vial on his suit.
Whoa. Softly.
I'm doing it softly.
No, that's ultra hulky.
I'm touching it daintily.
Holding up crimson glass vial. The vial holds pinprills. Alright. Oh, I'm fucking reading something's spot. Holding up crimson glass vial.
That vial holds pinprills, all right? And now that Hank Pym is history, this is it. This is what our platoon has to work with. Nobody's making any additional.
Scott, calm down.
Sorry, this group has gotten an amount for 2 trips, back and forth. That's it. No muff-ups plus 2 trial runs.
Scott, dorkily waving, hits a button and shrinks and grows back to normal.
A solitary trial run.
Cut to a room with Cap, Nat, Tony, Scott, Instructor Hulk, War Contraption, and Cobalt Cyborg standing in a control board, which controls a giant glass platform.
All right, I'm not up for this.
I'm good. I'll do it.
Clint walks in, donning Scott's quantum suit.
Clint, now you might sustain a dizzy fit from chrono shifting. Don't worry about it.
Clint taking position.
Well, wait a bit. I gotta ask, if anybody can do this, go back, why not just find baby Thanos, and...
Making a choking motion with his hands, indicating strangling Thanos with a cord. Disgustingly.
First of all, that's atrocious. It's Thanos. And anyway, durations don't work that way. Changing your past won't start changing today's plights.
Look, if anybody wants to go back and find Thanos' crystals and bring said crystals to now, Thanos couldn't. Conundrum kaput.
Bingo.
That's not how it works.
What? That's what I was told. What? By who? Who told you that?
Counting with his digits.
Star Trip, Robot Killing Contraption, Duration Cop, Day Post Day.
Quantum jump.
A folding duration, a Spartan duration.
Hot tub duration apparatus.
Hot tub duration apparatus. Bill and Thad's Amazing Affair. basically any film that has any narration modification.
Crow card? No, that's dumb.
This is known. I don't know why folks think that, but that isn't so. Think about it. If you warped your past, that past is now your track. And your last now is your past, which can't now switch as a ramification of your virgin upcoming conclusion.
Spot on.
So Marty's last day was tomorrow was a bunch of bullshit.
Turning to Clint.
All right, Clint. Going in 3, 2, 1.
A nanoquantum armor pops on Clint's noggin, and Clint shrinks to quantum. Clint drifts through his quantum domain and into a rift. Clint grows back to normal, but at a distinct instant, with his own barn. His quantum hat withdraws, and Clint looks around, worn out. Clint walks at doors around his family's ranch, which is noisy and full of family. A mitt sits by the door, which Clint picks up. Indoors, a sound casts. Clint is visibly shaking.
Coop, what did you do with my oral amplification tools?
Murmuring.
Lila?
Clint's apparatus on his hand starts chirping, signaling his trip back has started.
Lila?
Clint grasps for his door, but only bumps it softly. Clint is instantly brought back. Walking sounds start. Clint stares. It's Lila coming down to scout. Lila looks around puzzlingly.
Dad?
Again, Lila looks around.
Dad?
Lila starts marching back upstairs. It was plainly nothing. Cut to Vindicators compound. Clint pops back onto the ass platform, grasping hard.
Yo, Clint, look up. You okay?
Tossing his son's mitt to Tony. Yup.
Yup, it works.
Cut to a room with holographic displays. Our troops sitting around a dining slab. Tony and Cap Instructor talk, walking back and forth, trying to plan a mission.
Okay, so our how plan works now to find out which instant and what location almost all of us had a run in or two with a affinity crystal.
I'd say damn proximately slain by an infinity crystal, not running. Not I, though. I don't know what you guys go on talking about.
Notwithstanding that, our outfit only has pinprills for a solitary round trip of pop. And Thanos' crystals sat around in a lot of spots in history.
Our history. So not a lot of accommodating spots to just drop in.
So that's sad. Our platoon has to pick its spots thoughtfully.
Right.
So I'll start with Odin's liquid luminous whatever.
Luminosity.
Thor, what do you do? What do you know?
Thor is sitting on a chair with his Ray-Bans on. Nobody knows if Thor is up and about.
Is Thor napping?
Nah, probably croaking right now.
Thor stirs.
How to start? My dad's liquid luminosity first is not a crystal. It's notably an angry muck thing, so I must fix that thing. Captivating story. Many months ago, my grandpa had to stash Thanos' crystal from a group of dark goblins.
Tony starts to push him back in his chair.
What?
No, it's in the middle.
It's in the middle.
Oh, sorry. Thor's wiggling his digit to pose it a spooky ghost.
Ooh, scary things. So Joan.
The photo of Joan pops up on a holographic monitor.
Oh, it's so hot. That's Joan. That girl is an old suitor, and that girl stuck a hand into a rock, and that's how Grandpa's liquid luminosity got stuck within. Joan got sick, so I had to whisk away to Asgard. It was a spot on. My family had to try and fix it. On account of us dating, I had to acquaint Joan with my mom, who's toast now.
Thor starts to look sad and is about to cry.
And, you know, Joan and I don't go dating now, but things occur, you know, nothing lasts until infinity.
Tony starts to push him back into his chair.
Why don't you sit down?
I'm not through this, for continual things cannot bind to avoid.
Cool story, bro. Ovum? Brunch?
I'd sip on a Bloody Mary, though, thank you.
Cut to a group sitting around a dining slab, consuming food, and Trash Panda is pacing in front.
Quill got his mighty crystal from Morag.
Is that a thing?
Morag's a world. Quill was a human.
A world out in that inky void?
Oh, look, it's as if it's a puppy, all happy and stuff.
imitating talking to a puppy.
Do you want to go in Vanity Boy? Do you want to go, puppy? I'll bring you to it.
Cut to our group facing Cobalt Cyborg in a planning room and Nat writing down a plan.
Thanos found his soul crystal on Vormir,
Plainly,
What is Vormir?
a domain of doom toward a midpoint of cosmic corporeality. It's at that location that Thanos cut down my girl sibling.
Nat looks up, and an awkwardly hushing falls on this room. Nat jots with Cobalt Cyborg and just said. Scott clips in.
Not it.
Cut to Tony and Nat lying on a dining slab with tons of folios and Instructor Hulk lying down.
That duration crystal guy.
Dr. Odd.
That's it. What kind of doctor again? Brain stuff joins up with a rabbit from a hat.
Go to combinations, though.
Yep, Sullivan.
Mayhaps it was third?
Wait, Odd was from Manhattan? No, Odd was from Toronto. Guys, if you pick a distinct atom, our group can snag 3 crystals in Manhattan.
Sitting up aghast.
Shut a front door.
Shot cuts the hologram displaying locations. Soul and Might crystals in 2 rows in 2014. Action in Asgard 2013. And Void, Mind, and Duration crystals in Manhattan in 2012.
All right, that's our plan. 6 crystals, not 2 squads, not 4. A Solargy shot.
Cap and his Vindicators look upon his holographic plans. Cut to our Vindicators walking towards a quantum shaft platform, all donning quantum suits, war contraptions of bulky but intact class of contraption armor.
60 months ago, this outfit lost all of us. Most of us lost companions, a handful lost family. Mostly, though, all of us lost a part of our own foundation. Today, this group has a shot to grab it all back. You know our squads. You know your squads. You know your mission. Grab your crystals, warp back. A solo round trip, a pop. No run-throughs, no foul ups. Most of us will go to a spot that's known, but don't think you should know what awaits you. Stay cautious. Look out for your kin. This is a fight for our outright continuation, and this go around our outfit is going to win.
Tony throws a Cap at a look.
Anything it warrants. Good luck.
To Cap soliloquy,
Cap's awful good at that.
Right?
looking happily.
All right. You all took in what Cap said. Mash that board, Jolly Moss.
Tractor's activating.
Looking at a shrunk starship in Clint's hand.
You've got to bring that back intact, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll do what I can. As oaths go, that was awfully bad.
Smiling,
Catch in 60 ticks.
our squad shrinks and portal through quantum domain shafts, various folks splitting in distinct locations going towards a spot in history. Our first group, which has Tony, Cap, Instructor Hulk, and Scott, lands at our film, cuts to Manhattan in 2012, just as our original 6 indicators group up in a famous film shot.
All right, you all got your mission now. 2 crystals uptown and duration is downtown. Stay low, watch your timing.
2012, Hulk walks by, smashing various things in his way. Instructor Hulk put his hands up, blocking his vision.
Smash a bunch of things along your way.
I think it's gratuitous, but okay.
Instructor Hulk starts to smash things in a sarcastic way, ripping his shirt off. Instructor Hulk walks to a car and lightly starts punching it, making a small concavity and growling all along it. Following that, Instructor Hulk picks up a motor hog and throws it at a wall, wincing as it impacts. Cut to a roof on top of 2012 Mythical Monad's Sanctum Sanctorum. Instructor Hulk walks toward the door to downstairs.
I'd watch your gate going that way. Waxy floors await you through that portal. Ma'am, I'm looking for Dr. Odd. You sprang in about 60 months too soon. Oswald Odd is carrying out an ecurgy about 2,000 yards that way. What do you want from him? That, actually.
Instructor Hulk points toward Mythical Monad's Oculus of Agamotto, which contains a duration crystal.
Afraid not. Sorry, but I wasn't asking. You don't want to do this. Yeah, I know. I don't.
Instructor Hulk grabs the mythical monad's Oculus Agamotto.
But I gotta snag that crystal, and I don't maintain copious amounts of duration to discuss it.
Mythical monad 2012 writes out Instructor on the Hulk's human astral form from his body. Human Hulk, who is now astral form, looks at mythical monad horrifically.
You and I should start again. Sound fair?
Cut to a top-down of Asgard 2013. Cut again to a prison in Asgard which contains Loki lying down and his fault without him noticing. Trash Panda and Thor slip by. Thor and Trash Panda stop a couple of yards away from containing Joan Foster. Far away.
Yes.
Can I put on an outfit with pants?
Far away.
Pants?
Far away.
Don't worry, this will work. Thank you.
That's Joan. All right, this is our plan, Tubby. You gotta charm Joan, and I'm gonna stick this thing on
Trash Panda holds it up a pointing apparatus.
and suck out that actuality crystal and jam out as quick as it can occur. I'll swing right back, okay? I know of a Vino vault, which is just down that hall. My dad had giant casks of spirits. I'll look into it and find 2 to go to. Yo, you look drunk as it is.
A door cracks ajar. Thor and Trash Panda both try to stash away from sight. Pan to a lot of girls flocking away from Frigga 2013 walking. Thor knows that is his mom. Far away, talking to a handmaid.
If you can, hand Loki a bowl of soup.
I will, my lady. My lady.
And ask our librarians to pull a handful of books from my astronomy ring.
Who's that fancy broad? My mom. It's Frigga's last day. Oh, that's today? I can't do this. I can't do this. I shouldn't show up to this. This is a bad innovation. Walk to this spot.
Standing in front of him.
No. I think I'm having a panic attack. I shouldn't do this. This is a bad walk. Right to this spot.
Trash Panda slaps Thor.
You think that you solitarily lost, folks? What do you think our group is doing? I lost my only family too. Quill, Groot, Drax, that chick with the cranial pelvis. All history now. Look, I know you miss your mom, but Frigga is lost. Actually lost. I know a lot of folks who might only partially haunt this. But you can assist all humankind. So is it too much to ask that you brush that bunch of crumbs out of your facial hair, talk all schmoopy to Miss Hot Pants, and as soon as your distraction occurs, I'll suck out our infinity crystal so I can snag my family back? Okay. Is that you crying? No. Here.
Crying.
Yeah, I think I'm losing it. Wrap it up. You can do this. You can do this, all right? Yeah, I can. Good. I can do this. I can do this. I
Thor
can't
runs
do
away.
that.
Thor runs away.
All right, Stud Muffin. Joan is solo. This is our shot.
Trash Panda turns back to Thor's position with Big Yogo.
Thor?
Captain Morak in 2014 with war contraption hopping off Trash Panda's ship as it lands.
All right, bring it down, Cobalt. Right on that mark. That's it. Down. Yo, can you hurry up?
Guys, chop. Gotta go soon. Clock is running.
Cobalt Cyber walks out, also having input a program for Trash Panda to fly its following location.
All that is awfully critical.
Hugging Natasha.
Stay vigilant, okay?
Yeah, snatch that crystal and jump back. No fiddling around.
To war contraption.
Yo, my platoon will finish our mission.
To war contraption.
Gotta finish this now. Wilco that, sir.
To war contraption.
I'll look on you again.
Nat is walking back. Nat is walking with Clint back into Trash Panda's ship.
Nat, watch his or 6. Clint, watch Nat's.
Clint and Nat look back and just grin.
Yep.
Clint and Nat walk back towards Trash Panda's ship, and its hat shuts. It blasts off and starts cruising away from Morag.
A fight plan for Vormir is laid in. This'll work so long as nobody's falls out.
In Trash Panda's ship, Clint and Nat sit as it controls. It jumps through a warp conduit and starts flying fast. Stars going by as Nat and Clint join in a smirk. You and I got amazingly hungry. Oh wait, fuck no, I didn't do that.
You and I got amazingly far from hungry, huh?
Natasha just left. Back to Morag, joining War Contraption and Cobalt Cyborg, who stand by a similar spot prior to us cutting to Clinton Nap by a bunch of rocks outcropping.
Okay, so you and I just wait around for this Quill guy to show up and follow him to a room containing our might crystal? Is that it?
Looking around.
You and I should start hiding. A contrasting group is in 2014 also looking for Thanos' crystals.
Wait a tick. What you talking about? What group apart from us is looking for crystals?
My dad, my girl sibling, and yours truly.
And you? What world is your configuration on?
Cuts to Gamora 2014 and Cobalt Cyborg 2014 fighting big galactic antagonists. Cobalt Cyborg 2014 is losing a fight, falling down. Lifts Cobalt Cyborg up.
Yes.
Oh, fuck, I lost my space.
It's the bottom of the page.
Here, Gamora.
Yeah, Gamora 2014.
Who was that?
No, it's all right.
It's all right.
I didn't ask for an assistant.
And still, it's always compulsory. Stand up. Dad wants us back on his ship.
Why?
I think his dad has found an infinity crystal.
What world is it on?
A world known as Morag.
His plan is finally in motion.
A solitary crystal isn't 6, Cobalt Cyborg.
It's a start.
If Dad finds all 6,
Thanos 2014 transport him.
Ronan's found my might crystal. I'm dispatching you to his ship. Ronan won't want that. His optional plan is dying if that's so.
Thanos swabs his dual razor. Oh, sword.
Ronan's fixation clouds his logic.
Gamora and I will not fail you, Pops.
Gamora 2014 acts out an ocular role.
No, you won't.
I vow it. I will gain your favor.
Cobalt Cyborg 2014 starts wincing and instantly in pain. Cobalt Cyborg autobiography starts displaying holographically.
Okay, so you and I just wait around. Wait. For the Quill guy to show up? Wait.
You're right.
Huh?
You're there.
But didn't we?
No, you're there.
Wait, what?
No,
Where are we?
we're right there. War contraption.
Yeah, but didn't we already read that?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
sure.
I am sure.
No, yeah, I literally already read this same line.
It was probably just a repeating from earlier.
Wait.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so you and I just wait around for this Quill guy to show up and follow him into a room containing our might crystal. Is that it?
Looking around.
Oh, I guess you're right. You and I should start hiding in a contrasting group is in 2014, also looking for Thanos.
Cobalt Cyborg
Oh.
2014 hologram shuts off. It's just replaying that for the
Yeah,
hologram.
I forgot about that.
Who was that?
I don't know. My cranium is splitting. I don't know.
Dad, Cobalt Cyborg's synaptic program probably took on a fault in our last fight.
Thanos walks slowly and brings his sword to Cobalt Cyborg's throat.
Shh, bring this girl to my ship.
Is that scene for today?
That's
What's the
scene. No, Jeff said to do it after.
I mean, because this is like starting a larger scene.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if we're gonna stop on this page, we should stop there.
Well, thank you all for watching the Eric's World Vindicator stream tonight. Will there be a part 2? Who knows? I hope everyone enjoyed. This was quite the experience and took much longer than I honestly thought it will, although it is somewhat on par with the duration of the movie. Thank you all for watching. I don't know if anyone
Actually,
is
I
watching
think it's
right
a
now.
lot faster.
No, it's the same because we're halfway through the script and the movie's 3 hours long.
Yeah, I
almost
told you
there.
3 hours.
So thank you all for watching. We'll
Yes.
see you next time. Eric's World out. Bye.
See you guys. Thanks for watching.